Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes, Riley, and many else. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music. Also, now being heard on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, baseball gear, and more. Makes great gifts. Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia for Missing, Want, Wrinkles, Victim of Shame, and also great books on Amazon.com. Also check out his merchandise like t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who is the host of a wonderful show, which is Today's Best Country Mix, based out of Boston. He began his career at a young age and passion for country music and started listening to WKLB in Boston, Massachusetts, and got hooked. He was also owner of a wonderful radio network, and he's interviewed numerous celebrities, including Ayla Brown, Samantha Ray from Whiskey Six, Rich Fields from The Price is Right. We ask you to come on down, and Ryan Frog, and a lot more. Also, he's also got some live shows from Fort Wayne, Huntington, Indiana, Pittsburgh. He's got some shows out there, and he's also been featured in Nashville Country Magazine. And of course, this is the new rising star in terms of syndicated shows. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios from outside Boston, Massachusetts, the multi-talented host of the Kayden Gordon Show, Today's Best Country Mix, and the Kayden Gordon Radio Network. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Kayden Gordon. Kayden, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for having me today, Mike.
Well, it's great to have you on board, Kayden, and you're the host of the Kayden Gordon Show, which is Today's Best Country Mix. You began your career at a young age by listening to WKLB in Boston and passion for country music. You're also the owner of the Kayden Gordon Radio Network. You've interviewed a number of celebrities, including Ayla Brown, Samantha Ray from Whiskey Six, Rich Fields from The Price is Right, and Ryan Frog, and of course, numerous celebrities. You also have some shows that's based out of Fort Wayne, Huntington, Indiana, Pittsburgh, PA. You've been featured in Nashville Country Magazine. And of course, you also got the Kayden Gordon Show. And we're here to talk about today. And looks like we have a couple of things in common. We're going to talk about that. But before we talk about that, Kayden, tell us how you first got started.
Absolutely. I'd love to. So you kind of covered it a little bit. I kind of got started. I listened a lot to country radio, starting with Country 102.5, aka WKLB. I listened to my good friend Caroline Cruz, who is on the middays, and Jackson Blue in the afternoons, and kind of got a feel for it. I've always called in, made requests, and as time went on, I was really interested in finding out, okay, how does this work? What exactly goes into this? So I hit the internet and I decided to look at a couple radio show groups that were online radio. Now, I didn't even know online radio was a thing back in 2019, and I was blown away on at that time so many online stations that were out there. And I happened to come across someone's post, and so I was like, hey, I have no experience, do you want to teach me some stuff? And he's like, yeah, go right ahead. So, we kind of, started chatting, and it's been a long road for sure. And especially it really hit hiking when COVID and everything started, because that's when I really actually sat down and did it. Now, back in 2019, it was kind of like, I would do a show here and there, but then when things shut down, I was like, okay, I need something to do. So I started, putting a lot more time into it. And the outcome was just really mind blowing. And it's really cool where I'm at today, Mike, for sure.
And it sounds amazing too, getting started, off in 2019. And of course, many people have done before that. Some are still trying to get their feet wet and everything else. And how'd you first get involved with country music? Tell us more about that.
Sure. I got involved with just country music in general, or
Correct. Yeah, it's like going way back. It's like, how'd you first get involved with country music, and what got you first attracted?
I think it has a lot to do with listening to it a lot. My mom and my dad are really big into country too. So it was just kind of around me, and it was always in the car, and it was something that just was always around me to the point where I got addicted to it.
and it sounds like it. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
I think it has a lot to do with a lot of the encouragement I've got, considering that I started younger than a lot of people do. I think it's something that, kind of continued and makes me want to continue, and eventually maybe I'll be on a bigger radio station or an FM, around here one of these days as like an actual disc jockey for them. And the encouragement, I think, is just a big part of it.
And it sounds like it as well too. And who are some of your favorite country artists growing up?
Growing up, I'd have to say my first one would have to be Luke Bryan. He was like one of my favorites. And I actually was able to, not many people know this, but I don't know where it is. I'd have to find it. But I do have a signed CD from him, and he personalized it to me and mailed it to me and everything.
Nice.
So that's something that, that no one really knows about too. So there you go.
I think you should go ahead and post that. But if somebody wants to buy it, you'll just say it'll be for $1 million, ask for your credit card, social security, firstborn, your house and everything. I think you should.
Well,
really
it has my name on it.
challenge.
It says Kayden Love You on it. So it's one of those things that it's personal and I ain't selling it. I'm sorry, but
I know, I'm kidding. I've got one of those.
I know, absolutely.
I've got one of those albums out there, which ended up selling like 150,000 copies, but got on another label. It's become $1 million seller. I'm not going to get rid of it whatsoever. Right. So you know how that goes. And of course, we'll talk about your amazing Kayden Gordon Show, your network, and more as well too, as we jump from the beginning over to what you're all about. But first, listen to the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Widener Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion, and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and even 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, including Hamilton Radio, Oldies FM, Diamonds FM, and more. Take the Mike Widener Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Widener Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Widener Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Widener Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and more, and cool merchandise. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Widener Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, the Mike Widener Show. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Widener Show. Make sure you do so today. Well, speaking of Hamilton Radio and Oldies FM, we have the host of the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And of course, we also got the owner of Oldies FM, Kayden Gordon. And it's just funny that we talk about our love of Oldies FM, Hamilton Radio, and more. And I think we just have a common thread just right off the bat. And tell us about Oldies FM and your involvement with the amazing Hamilton Radio with Gene Puro.
Sure. Not really much of an involvement. However, I do. They do syndicate my show, as Mike mentioned a couple of times. The Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. They do syndicate that show.
Okay. All right. And plus, you can just tell us more about that. And is like an hour, 2 hour, and maybe just tell us about it and what stands out from the rest of the country shows out there.
I'd love to. It is a 2-hour syndicated show that goes out every Saturday right now. It is on over 100 stations, and something that I think that stands out to it, we do something called the Country Minute. So we take a minute to kind of talk a little bit about country news, and we talk a lot about like, stuff that, you wouldn't really hear, like, we do talk about like new single releases by artists and stuff like that. But we also dig deeper into the artists, and like, we talk about like something that happened personally, Carrie Underwood, or something like that is something that we enjoy doing. And the interviews, I have my own type of interview style. I think that has a lot to do with it, and I think it tends to connect with people. So those are two things that I think that stand out the most.
You also interviewed some amazing guests too. You had Ayla Brown, you had Samantha Ray from Whiskey Six, Rich Fields from The Price is Right, and Ryan Frog and more. And tell us about those. And who would you say was your most favorite interview and why?
I would definitely it's Ayla Brown and Ryan Fong, I think. I think it's Fong. It's not Frog or whatever you said there.
It's Frog. Okay. I was looking at different. So
no worries, all good. I messed it up when I first talked to him too. But I would have to say, oh God, I've done so many that I would have to, it would be a hard pick, but I would have to say one of my favorite ones, because this is probably one of my favorite ones because it was a really cool interview and it probably got the most hits, like views, was with a child Nickelodeon star. Her name was Havon Flores, and she's on a show called Danger Force. That one I think was probably my favorite, and it did really well.
Wow, that was amazing. How about with Rich Fields from The Price is Right?
Oh my God, yes, he was amazing. That one was really cool. He was in The Price is Right as an announcer up until 2010, before all that switch went up with all the new hosts and everything. He was the new announcer with I forget his name. The old host there, I forget his name. Oh my goodness.
Bob Barker's the old
Barker,
host,
yes.
And then later replaced by Drew Carey.
Right. That's right. Thank you for that reminder. It was Drew Carey now. So yeah. And he was the announcer when Bob Barker was around.
Mm-hmm. And of course you also have as well too. You had Oldies FM as well too. And tell us more about that venture.
I don't know if they syndicate my show or not. Because they're an oldie station. The name sounds familiar, but I would have to go back and check. I think it's just Hamilton Radio that does it at this time.
It does. Okay. You also got the Kayden Gordon Radio Network as well too.
I sure do.
And of course, you gave us more about that and how it all started and how it grew. And if someone were to get on your network, what would they do?
So that kind of started, the actual network started in September. And I decided to kind of do it to make like my own show and its own network of a home based type thing. And then from there, it started growing, and I knew a bunch of people that already had radio shows. So I wanted to give people the opportunity to be on there as well. It actually started the country, but then it kind of went into a mix of different things. So we're doing a mix of different music and talk now. So yeah, and if people want to get involved with that project in itself, you can reach out to me. I'm all over social media, Facebook. Sure, if you look up Kayden Gordon or the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, or Kayden Gordon Radio Network, either way you'll find me. I'm sure you'll find me one way or another. Just Google my name, Kayden Gordon, or the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, and I'm sure you will find me. Twitter, Kayden Show. I know. I wish it would be longer. Twitter's like that and doesn't let you put longer. So I had to improvise on that one. That one is Kayden Show, and I believe the other one's Kayden Radio. And then Kayden Gordon 4, I believe, is my personal one. And then for Instagram, the Kayden Gordon Show. and Kayden Gordon Radio there, and also Kayden Gordon 5 on Instagram. Recently, we just did some of a merch upgrade. So we have t-shirts and all different things right now. We have stickers, pens, t-shirts, and this is a new project I'm working on. I also started my own magazine. So
nice. You got something going. Do you have all the merchandise that you can show us, like with a shirt, pen, or anything like that, or stickers? What do you got?
Yeah, sure. I should probably have grabbed it. I do have a hat that has my thing there. Let me see.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I got hats. I got pens, which are right here. Let me grab those so I can show you. Back there somewhere is, I don't know where my t-shirt and everything is, but I have pens. Back there's my, I do have sweatshirts if people want to order those. I know it's more summer right now, so probably not at the moment, but it's okay. We have all these stickers, all different size stickers. So yeah, we have all different things if anyone's interested, including yourself, Mike, if you wanted something. So
absolutely, yeah, we can make an exchange as well too. And of course, we'd love to be on our network as well too. We'll talk more about that off the air as well too. And of course, in terms of being on radio and all that, what was your favorite, most funniest moment you've ever been on in terms of doing a radio station or a radio show or anything like that?
Ooh, that's a good question. There has been some times where I've done interviews, and let's see, there has been a time when I did an interview, and I probably think the most funniest time is like when I accidentally closed out the meeting. That was one of the things. Yeah, that was a complete accident. That was one of them. What else was a good one? There's been some questions I've been asked that people, stump me on. One of them, actually, I think it was with another actor, forget his name, but someone asked me once, who is my favorite listener? And I'm like, I have like I'm looking, like thinking it through. I'm like, okay, I got like over 1,000 people on my website, which is awesome, by the way. And I'm like, I don't know if I have like a favorite listener. That's a hard question. That's like asking if you have like your favorite pet or children or anything like that. So that one made me laugh a little bit, even though it wasn't really a funny moment, but I thought it was asking that question.
And of course, speaking of pets and everything, I've had instances where it's like, a cat will jump in front of you or a dog will lick you or anything like that. So it's like, that's what makes interviews like this really fun as well. It was like taboo back in the day. Now it's like everybody's doing it thanks to Zoom, that people walk in by accident, whatever it is. It's like, it's got,
oh, trust me, I've had everything on the top of the list. I've had people walk in my room, tell me, Kayden, dinner. And I'm like, I'm recording, Mom. And then I've had that happen numerous times. Let's see, what else have I had? Obviously the cat walking on the computer and thinks the cat can lay on the computer. And then I have to get up, walk him out the door, say, come on, let's go. So you're not laying there.
Well, there's a couple of things you can do. That one, you can put up a sign that says recording,
that's
be
true.
quiet. And of course, you can also install red light. And back in the day, you put red lights, sold by Radio Shack, but that doesn't exist anymore. You have to order from Amazon or a little do-it-yourself type of deal. And of course, a cat as well too. That you just don't have cats in the room unless you just want to make it a feature. Where I've done before, where it's like I have my cat jump in front of me when I did Facebook Live, and of course, the cat got more likes and comments than did with me. And of course, one of the things I do is I interrupt and say, hey, we have a special guest. So, special guests like that jump in unexpectedly always makes it fun. Of course, subscribers go up, likes go up. And of course, you got the impressions and everything else go up on all the platforms as well, too. And of course, speaking of platforms as well, too, and where can we find your Kayden Gordon Show and also Kayden Gordon Radio Network and other podcast platforms? Where can we find you?
Sure. So the best place to find everything is on my website, theKaydengordonshow.com and KaydenGordonRadio.com. We are on everything from My Tuner Radio to everything you can think of. Pretty much every platform we're on, all the online radio directories. But yeah, the best place to find it is KaydengordonRadio.com or theKaydengordonshow.com. And that is TheKaydengordon show.com and KaydenGordonRadio.com. We are just doing some updates on the website right now. So we have our working on rebranding our merch, and so we got that up and going. So if any of you of Mike's listeners want to check that out, feel free. We also do have our donation link up there if you guys want to donate and help us out and continue to grow the station and the show. We do have that as well. If you guys go to theKaydengordonshow.com/donate, you guys can donate, and any help is appreciated. And that's where you can find my interviews. I think in like probably 2 days, I'm probably going to have over 500 for you guys to enjoy on there. Over 500 interviews, and I don't even know how many shows. I have I think up until January of 2021 and to now is what I have uploaded, but I have way more shows before that. So
I think about the catch up to most of us. It's like, I think you've just got a great future ahead of you. What's coming up for Kayden Gordon and more? We'll find out just 1 minute. Listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Wilson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the host of the Kayden Gordon Show and the Kayden Gordon Radio Network, the multi-talented Kayden Gordon, after this time. We're back with the multi-talented Kayden Gordon of the Kayden Gordon Show and the Kayden Gordon Radio Network here on the Mike Wagner Show. And just got a good glimpse of you on what to expect and what your radio career is about. And you've got a great future ahead. And what else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, Kayden?
Oh, absolutely. Something that I'm super excited to do. I have 2 events that I'm going to be DJing. One of them will be at a local park. It is a food truck festival / battle of the bands. We currently have 3 bands and solo artists that's going to be coming down. It will be June 24th from 5 to 9. If anyone's in the perimeter of the Boston, it's in my little hometown called Winchendon. So we're super excited for that. More information is on my website on my events page. And then I'm super excited to be doing the second year of the Winchendon Fall Fest. It is all through Central Street, and it's like a whole big, pretty much like a block party. It's pretty fun. I got a lot of, people there. There was a lot of people there last year, my first year of doing it, and I thought it was pretty good. I want to say there was probably over like 2,000, 3,000 people there. It was huge. So
wow, that is amazing. And just looking forward to God. And speaking of food trucks, I had a lady on that went around the country and sampling food trucks. Okay. And I'll have to tell her to come to Boston and check out your food trucks and everything else. You're making me hungry when you said the food truck.
Yes, and then you say it and then you make me hungry too, Mike. So
well, you can come up to Bismarck, North Dakota sometime, get some Fleischkicklas and also get some brats and everything else. And just all kinds of good stuff. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would definitely, one of my biggest ones would have to be my wonderful producer and but I guess like we like to call him, the behind the scenes guy, John Graham. He has done a lot above and beyond with me, and we are super, I'm super thankful to have him. I started with him as like a co-owner for his little project that he started on his own, Radio for a Cause. And what that is that it's kind of, that's what we have all of our stations and everything under. It's kind of branded under that now. Radio for a Cause was designed to help people that, of any ability, whether they have, autism or anything. And that's how we kind of developed Spectrum 23.9, which, was the starter station for anyone that, doesn't know much about radio, but wants to get an inside look at what we do. And, we kind of give people an opportunity wherever they stand. And then, we started my station, which, that is going really well so far with a bunch of different shows all over the place. So we're super happy on how it came out. And I'm super excited to be a part of that as well.
And very super excited to have you as well talking about it. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Oh, good question. I ask this to everybody always, so I love getting the turntables. I would have to say, really just keep going. Doesn't even matter what industry you're in. You're going to have your downfalls. You're going to have your feeling like you're a failure. You're going to have those moments. But I've just learned to realize that you can't let people get to you, and you can't, fall short so quickly. You have to get yourself back up and keep going. So I definitely think everyone should keep going at their dreams, and they'll become successful.
And very true indeed as well, too. And your inspiration as well, Kayden. We're here with Kayden Gordon of the Kayden Gordon Show and the Kayden Gordon Radio Network here on the Mike Wagner Show. Kayden, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact? Where can people purchase merchandise and check out your fine programming?
Sure. So again, you guys can go to the KaydenGordonShow.com or KaydenGordonRadio.com. All of my merch right now is only on my show website. We're working on getting Radio Network merch. That is a project that is in the working. Like I said, we have t-shirts. Some things are not up there yet, but if you guys want sweatshirts, anything you want to order, we can get that ordered for you at a really good price. And if you guys want to have me on your show or anything like that, or if you want me to interview you, whether you're an indie artist, actor, actress, really anything, you guys can always email me at Kayden@theKaydenGordonShow.com, and all my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Twitter, Kayden Show, Kayden Radio, Instagram, the Kayden Gordon Show, Kayden Gordon Radio, Kayden Gordon 5. You'll find me.
We certainly would do so. Once again, Kayden, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. We wish you all the best. And Kayden, you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so much for having me, Mike. I appreciate your time to talk to me today.